So what's up guys, welcome to my vlog. As you can see, I'm on my 125 and it works properly. There's nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it besides, you know, the indicators and stuff. Mechanically it was sound, as usually. So as you can see, it works perfectly fine. I changed the indicators if you saw the video, and the bulb as well. I was just, you know, meanwhile I was changing the indicators, and the bike works perfectly fine. Now if I were to calculate the costs of the damages on this bike, I paid £66 for 2 indicators, a bulb and a cover, right? Although the bulb is not included, it should not be included. In that price base is just £1 or something like that. So as I said, around £66 with delivery and everything, right? So I paid £66, and that does not include the plastics. And now this plastic, so this fairing is broken, and 2 parts of the fairing at the tail section, which I showed you in my video where I actually changed the indicators. And if I were to actually pay for all of that, the plastics and everything, if I were to change that because it's damaged, then I would pay around £300. £300 worth of damage if I were to change everything that was broken in that kind of, you know, it's not even an accident, it was just like some bastards coming over, knocking off my bike and then just running away. That's not an accident, that's being a dick. And so £300 worth of damage for nothing, for free pretty much. So yeah, I didn't pay £300 obviously, because I paid £66 as I told you. Just 2 indicators, a cover, and the other one was old as well. A new cover would be sufficient. It would suffice for this bike. Come on dude, give me some space. There's not much space, I know, but at least some space. Huh? Some kind of board. So yes, fortunately it wasn't too much, but as I said, if I were to change the plastics are, as I said, you probably saw it, it's on my Instagram and it's on my YouTube channel. When I change the indicators I show you the plastics, and they are cracked. They are, you know, obviously cracked and scratched. This panel, the front one, is only scratched, it's not cracked fortunately, and the tail one is cracked. But it's not a major problem, it will pass MOT, especially with scratches. Scratches are, there is no such thing as fault with scratches, it's just cosmetic, so it doesn't affect anything. But actual cracks to the plastics are much more severe, because it is compromising the strength of the plastic perhaps. I don't know if they actually can fail you on MOT for plastics, for fairings, or lack of them for example. If you don't have, for example, if I didn't have those 2 fairings at the front. Come on grandma. Okay grandma. Alright grandma. I don't know what you're gonna do, so another one. That's what I'm saying, I don't know what they're gonna do. So yeah, that's pretty much the update about the bike. Shit. Yeah, I cannot do that already. There you go. Finally moved. So that's the update about the bike. The bike works perfectly fine, indicators work, no problems whatsoever. I just have to change the oil before I give it to my brother, because it's been a while. I think about a year and over 1,000 miles, which is appropriate to change the oil now, because it is supposed to be changed every 1,200 miles I think, or every 2 years or something like that. Come on dude, go. So I'm gonna change the oil. Oh right, another update really I wanted to say about is my brother got his CBT finally. So he went on 6th, and today is obviously not 6th. It's much later than 6th. But yeah, he went on Saturday. Today is Monday. And he got his CBT. So he can now buy insurance and ride this bike legally on the road. Now, I feel kind of like the school he went to is bullshit a bit, you know? A bit not genuine. Because an instructor would not tell a learner that he did not make any mistakes besides turning off indicators, forgetting to turn off indicators. I don't believe my brother did not make any mistakes on the road. He would make mistakes, even positioning mistakes. He wouldn't know about, I told him about the position, but he wouldn't remember it. He would be focused on riding the bike, not on keeping positions. And an instructor saying that your faults were only an indicator, then I think that's a dodgy school a bit. And he called me about 2:30 and I asked, well, you finished already? And he said, yeah. And I asked him how long you were on the street. He said about 2 hours. Yeah, hopefully it was, I hope they would do more, because it's minimum 2 hours. And he's a new rider. He's not, very experienced. He didn't have any experience on the road whatsoever. And therefore I wanted him to learn everything from the beginning. And that's why I recommended the other school, but he didn't went to it. Well, his choice. I cannot, force him to do it. But as I said, that would teach him pretty much everything. It wasn't, well, who's actually, how should I put this? Displeased, that's the one. Who's displeased when they get CBT? No one is displeased. You get your CBT, even if you do like 3 only hours training, you get your CBT at the end. For example, because there are those dodgy schools, you do your 3 hours of training, only 3 hours. You'll just take some bullshit and stuff like that, show you the bike, ride around on the parking lot a bit, and don't even take you onto the road and give you CBT, for example, something like that, right? That kind of dodgy situation. He's actually, he can hurt you. He is hurting you with that kind of crap, because if you've never been onto a road and you got your CBT just like that, you may be happy, but actually this doesn't help you, because at the end of the day you had no experience at the road with an instructor who will tell you what you did wrong and what you did right. You have to figure this shit out yourself now. And how are you gonna figure this shit out? I don't know. Maybe you watch videos on YouTube? I don't know. But watching videos on YouTube is also dangerous. You have to have that in mind, because there are instructors who say proper things and will say appropriate things and will tell you the true things, but there are some people who will mislead you and they will tell you bullshit things. And that's the reason why I think people should go to school and learn as much as they can, because they pay for it. You pay for it. Whatever, 100, 120 pounds, whatever you pay for it, you paid for it, for his time, and you should demand full day, not just couple of hours. It's not a certificate to just pay for and then that's it. It's actually about your safety as well. So I don't really, I don't really trust the school my brother went to, because as I say, it's kind of dodgy that he called me at 2 o'clock. I know you can finish at 2 o'clock. I'm not saying no, if there are experienced riders, but my brother is not an experienced rider. He should do like more street riding and stuff like this, especially since he knew that my brother didn't ride any bikes, because he said so. He said to the instructor, he even told me that he said to the instructor, I never rode bikes on the street. What I did is some training with my brother on, parking lots, and that's it. I don't know if my brother was bullshitting me, or was the instructor bullshit kind of guy that he was saying, you know, oh, you only did like error the indicators, you forgot about indicators, and I can prove that to you. He will do more errors because I already ordered the radio. Now this bike will belong to him soon. I want to give it to him this week, so I'm riding it while I still can, and I'll change the oil and stuff like that later on. But I'll show you, because I will have a radio, and before it comes over, because I'll have to wait about 5 days, so it may come at the end of this week or maybe next week even, because it's 5 to 6 working days. So I won't be able to do radio with him for the first time when we go out, but then the next time I'll be able to do the radio. Okay, dude, wait a minute. Let me just overtake that guy. There you go. BMW. And I'll show you that he does make mistakes. He will do mistakes, I'm sure of it. I mean, no learner that sits first time on the bike goes to a CBT, not first time on the bike, but first time riding on the street, he does not make any mistakes without any prior training on the street. You have to have training on the street in order not to make mistakes. You will make mistakes. That's just normal. You cannot remember everything, and you are also under stress because you treat it as a test. Even if you don't treat it as a test, there is some stress anyway. I'll move away because, yeah, they're gonna get pissed at me. I am going over the speed limit, which is allowed. 10% is allowed. I'm not saying no, but they're going much faster than me. So they're breaking the speed limit. Very, very well they're breaking it. Anyway, so those are my updates really for this vlog. My bike works, and it will be soon going to my brother's. I have to wash it a bit before that, because he won't treat it like I do, probably. As I say, he will treat it as a commuter, and that's why I know he won't probably change oils and stuff like this. I know my brother. You have a family member, you know about them, and you know what type of shit they can do and they cannot do. So, so I know he won't probably change oils, and that's why I'm gonna do it myself now. And then later on, I will just tell him, you know, buy oil. I'll come over and change it for you. Just change it. You know, I take care of my stuff. Doesn't matter if it's a bike or anything else. No, I take care of it. And the better you take care of it, the longer it will last you. That's the simple thing of life, you know. Cleaning your stuff and you know, shielding it from bad stuff, like, you know, weather, for example, like dust and stuff like that. It will last you. For example, this camera I have, it almost has 3 years, or already has 3 years. The camera, the Iron Air Pro. I think this year it will be 3 years in December, I think, something like that. And it works. It works. It records for 2 hours. Where at the beginning, brand new, it could record up to 2.5 hours. Why are you overtaking me on the left, mate? You have space on the right. Overtake on the right, motherfucker. So yeah, thanks for watching. Anyway, those are my updates. You will shortly see a video where I will ride in front, or my brother will ride in front, and he will train me. I don't have a radio, so when I don't have a radio I cannot do that yet, because I will not be able to tell him the directions. But when I get the radio, which is at the end of this week or the next week, I'll try to make him, you know, I'll put in his ear now an earpiece. Here's the radio, I'll say, and follow my commands pretty much, and we'll see how it does. Because I want to really see how he does in front of me, not behind me. And that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching today. If you like my videos, do consider subscribing onto my channel. and liking my videos as well. You can also share them, and if you're interested, you can find me on Instagram now, where I post well, many different things. There's not just bike stuff, because I do post stuff about bikes and stuff like that. I will be at least, I should say. But there is stuff about my novel, about the interests I have. Perhaps there will be some things from go-karting and stuff like that. Videos in overall and photos in overall that I encounter and I'm interested in, or I tried for the first time or something like that. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, yes, my novel is Limits, and it's on Web Novel if you want to read it, and my Instagram is called blastonwheels, so it's the same as my channel, really. Obviously without spaces. You are not allowed spaces. So thanks for watching again, and hope to see you soon. Blast out!